Guys, I'm Freya. I've been a hairstylist for over a decade and I'm located in Edmonton, Alberta. I don't know how it is in other areas, but I've noticed in my area, a lot of people who offer dreadlock services are not actual licensed hairstylists. This goes for the installation for synthetic, wool, along with maintenance and installation of naturals. Offering these services are a gray area since it's not really taught in hair schools and it's not really known as an actual hair service. So here are 5 reasons why anyone who offers dreadlock services should be a licensed hairstylist. Number 1, proper sanitization and disinfection of tools. One of the first things you learn when you go to hair school is the different bacteria and infections, and how to properly sanitize your tools. If you do not properly sanitize your tools, you're at risk for spreading numerous bacterial infections. Now, if you are not properly trained in this area and you come into contact with bacterial infections or even lice, how do you know what to do and how to properly handle these situations, and also not to spread them from client to client? Number 2, hair structure. Another first thing when you learn in hair school is hair structure along with hair density. A common misconception with dreadlocks is that if you don't have a certain type of hair, your hair will fall out. Now, this does have some truth to it. Most hair types and densities are okay when you have dreadlocks, but if you have very fragile hair, the dread can actually cause tension, which can make you lose hair. Being trained in this area, you'll be able to determine what hair can and cannot withstand dreadlocks. Not only that, but with being trained in this area, you can determine how many dreadlocks are needed for each client, depending on the thickness of hair. Number 3, cutting hair to blend into dreadlocks. There's going to be times where you install a set and you have the client's natural hair left out. If you are not properly trained in hairstyling, how would you know how to properly texturize and blend the hair so it doesn't look bulky or blocky? Or what happens if you have a client that wants you to trim their bangs or shave their undercut? You can try to attempt it, but it's best to be properly educated and trained in the hair industry. Number 4, color matching. There's also going to be times where you'll have to make the dreadlocks match a client's natural hair. In hair school, you are trained to know the levels of color, which makes color matching 100 times easier. In my career, I have taken countless color theory and practical classes to further my knowledge in hair color theory, which in the end not only helps you, but helps the clients you have. And lastly, liabilities. Health services are very strict with the cleanliness of the hair industry, and if you are not up to their standards, you can be penalized. The apprenticeship board can also give fines to people who are doing hair without a license. So at the end of the day, it's just best to cover your butt, or you face the risk of certain liabilities. Clients who get dreadlock services done by non-licensed individuals also take a huge risk, as they are not guaranteed the cleanliness of the space or the tools being used. Now, I'm not trying to bash the ones who offer these services who are not licensed hairstylists. It's awesome that you have this passion in this niche. But please, please, please go get the education and certifications to apply to your practical practice. At the end of the day, it's only going to benefit both you and your clients.